and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. Filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing, we chronologically critique wrestling storylines, pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is your host, your cartoon pal, Jay Hunter, joined as ever with the Barmaster, the kayfabe enforcer, the rule keeper, V1.
What is the story, Jay?
And here comes a new challenger. And different video game reference. His coconut gun fires and spurts. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. Matthew, Butchermania. Matthew, Butchermania, Matthew's here.
Performing for you. If you make up the words, he'll join in too. Thank you very much, Mr. J. Hunter and V1, who I am less familiar with, but has been dead canny because he's not the other one.
Yes, I'm less of a cunt, Matthew.
So that's it. OSC's gone. Matthew's in.
That wasn't what I meant, but it was heard. Thank you.
In a Brucey bonus modern WWE review, it's episode 70, Royal Rumble 2018, and it's coming up right now. Welcome, doggers. Happy days are
Here again.
Awesome.
I'm definitely the Wiggum and the B-sharps here.
V1, what's crack on Twitch?
Still working my way through Persona 5, which is fucking amazing, by the way. And still working my way through Mass Effect as well. So, good times, Jay.
Excellent. Matthew, how is Botchamania, sir?
Yeah, you're right. Botchamania will not fuck off. The wrestlers keep on botching. Fudge keeps on being sent to me, and poor me has to put it all together. It's a tough job, but if I wasn't doing it, some other cunt will. So it might as well be me.
Awesome. I have to say, did you see Reddit on the weekend?
Did I see Reddit?
Yes, that was
all of it.
That was an old man question. But the Squared Circle have they had their banner for the Royal Rumble, and they had all the names in the background, and someone in there just slipped in like Gully Bully.
Oh, yes.
Cunt Hogan.
Cunt Hogan? Mate.
Rubbish Ronnie Garbage.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
And other great references. Before we get started, what state is the WWE in? Let's find out. Money, 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 money. WWE, how are they doing? WWE's financials are looking amazing, not Attitude Era amazing, which is like 68 million, but WWE stock is at an all-time high. A year ago, it was $19.50 per share, and around Rumble time, it's almost double at $35. So, although ratings are tanking, like Raw hovers around a 2, usually dips below, SmackDown's around 1.75, WWE Network subs are 1.5 million, which is a little below the 1.6 million kind of ceiling they have. All of these objections don't matter. 2017, WWE will come out with the guts of $40 million profit.
Nice.
That's quite incredible with this massive gamble that is starting up the WWE Network and killing pay-per-view. So, good stuff. Right now, they might have the most visibility of all time. This week, Monday, Raw 25th anniversary. What do you think about it?
Well, it's weird with shows like this because it advertised itself as being like the Royal Variety performance. Here's this guy and what's his name, and yes, that guy is still alive.
And he looks rough.
As a go-home show to Rumble, it was awful, but we did get Miz beating Roman, which I like. And I did enjoy, because I'm an incredibly insecure person, the salty Manhattan Center fans.
Oh, it's amazing, because they're at the Manhattan Center, they were there for like 40 minutes, and then they simulcast to the Barclays Center for another 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Unbelievable.
So you'll get one segment, and then I'll see you in an hour. And then one segment, see you in an hour.
And thank you for your $800. Go fuck yourself, boys.
So I thought, man, with Austin and the McMahons, man, really hot start, but oh my God. And it was a plummet down straight afterwards. There's like this 8-woman tag for 15 minutes.
That went through like 2 ad breaks.
And then Triple H comes out and he's like, DX was with you on the very first Raw. And do you remember when we drove that tank and started a war with WCW?
Bullshit. Boo. Objection. I think Triple H genuinely believes it was a tank.
That like
now.
1.6 litre tank, is it?
Yeah. A Jeep with a bucket sticking out of it now counts as a tank.
Like they brought every name back they could, but they all did the bare minimum. It was like either you do your spot in the ring like the Dudleys and the table spot, or you're just in backstage with the APA in this god-awful poker vignettes, you know? And obviously the cherry on the cake, that picture of JR and the King.
Oh, I love it. Amazing.
Well, Jim Ross denied being asleep. However, immediately after Undertaker said, "I think it's time I hang up my tights and retire," Jim Ross went, "Is that a threat?" Yeah, it was nice the man hadn't sent her to wake them up with the booze and "we want something."
He just kind of farts himself awake, like, what?
Like your dog.
Okay, Raw 25, that was a big deal. It's like 4.5 million people watch it. In 2018, that's a big deal for WWE. There are rumours that Ronda Rousey will appear at the Rumble. Also, rumours Fox Sports will either buy WWE's programming or the company altogether. See, after UFC were offered half of what they wanted, they were offered 200 million, they wanted 400 million. WWE lined up their TV expiration dates so they could sell Raw and Smackdown together a couple of years ago. Those rights expire September 2019, so they're in the market again, and they're looking to swoop in if UFC leave, you know. It's quite fanciful thinking, though, because USA, if you remember, they were the only bidders last time, which is why WWE only got, like, kind of not
I think it was like 180.
Yes, very good. Not quite twice as much, which sounds great, but, like, NASCAR and, you know, NBA kind of get 6 times as much.
Yeah.
So, still a big deal. Oh, Thursday, Vince announces the return of the XFL.
Oh my Christ.
In 2020. This is, I just gotta say it, this is not WWE's money, it's Vince's money. He cashed out 100 million worth of WWE stock to start up Alpha Entertainment. Doesn't have any strict plans beyond 40-man rosters, 10-game seasons and playoffs. Doesn't have a TV deal in place. He just said, like, all right, if you have a DUI, you can't be in the league. And we're not political, but you're not allowed to take a knee, which is very odd.
Oh, so that's Jey Uso fucked.
And so he just said, fans. A much more humble Vince, not out to make enemies with the NFL, unlike the last launch where he called it the No Fun League. And he also said that he wanted to speed up the game. He wanted it, you know, who'd watch a game for 3.5 hours?
This is the best line I've ever heard. By the way, this Sunday, watch our 6 hours and 20 minutes of the Royal Rumble. The fucking cheek of him.
I think on the ESPN documentary they said Vince McMahon was saying all this stuff like the No Fun League, and Vince hadn't watched NFL for 20 years and had no idea what was actually happening.
He knows nothing about it. This man lives in a small, tiny bubble.
Hire Dick Buttcuss.
How do you think it'll do?
If they sign OJ Simpson, it'll do really well. I couldn't get you for WrestleMania 12. I'll get you for XFL 2. LT, you want your rematch with Bigelow?
I can't see it going well. Like, first of all, like 100 million isn't enough to start it, so he'll have to put in another 200 million at least. I think he needs to win over serious, regular sports fans, not wrestling fans, not us, you know?
Then he's fucked.
Yeah, like WWE studios with their films, they can't escape the WWE stigma.
No,
and like
can't.
the XFL has the WWE stigma and the XFL stigma.
Jay, I have it. DXFL.
It's
Done.
just Road Dogg there.
$1 billion.
We were here since Super Bowl 1.
Anyway, just want to mention, Vince still has over $1.5 billion. WWE are worth over $2.5 billion. They're grand. Let crazy old grandpa do whatever he wants with his money.
Absolutely.
I want monster trucks on Cobo Hall. That's what I want.
Honestly, if he actually had have done some sort of monster truck league, I'd watch that.
You'd watch the first 10 minutes of it.
Yes, yeah.
Vince, why are you putting the belt on Truckosaurus? Just look at the size of him.
I don't know whether to kiss you or crush you. Like, his children are set and their children's children are set. So, do what you want with your money, The Super Bowl in 2020 is February 2nd. So look for the XFL, the Champions League, February 3rd.
The National Football League.
I love it.
But yeah, I have no understanding about the football system in America, so I have no idea if it's going to do well. Quite frankly, I save all my fucks for wrestling, of which there are hours of per week or day to be worrying about Vince's football league. So best of luck. I'd rather play Madden 92.
The new XFL will kick off in 2020. And quite frankly, we're going to give the game of football back to fans.
So, with all that out of the way, let's kick off with the Rocket League KFC Colonel Rumble Sweet Smoky Crispy Barbecue Pre-Show! It's the pre-show and our 205 live lip service match. It's a 6-man tag, Callisto, Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak. It was supposed to be champion Enzo Amore versus Cedric Alexander. What happened?
Oh, God.
So, just before Raw 25 started, he was accused of raping this woman back in October. Of course, he was suspended, and then WWE got wind that you knew about this for months and you didn't tell us. And hang on, you were doing drugs? So they upgraded that to just firing him outright. That said, in general, he's the least liked person in the company. Like, if you remember, after the 2017 Mania European show, he was kicked off the bus by Roman Reigns. Apparently, he was just talking loudly on his phone and being a huge dickhead. Oh, he was bragging about how much he was making with WWE while simultaneously giving out about WWE.
Oh, my God.
That's amazing. So hold your opinions and judgment and stuff until the law do their work.
Yeah, I've seen people jumping on both sides here. Just hold off. Let's wait until we find out what actually happened,
What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, that happened. I can't think of anything amusing to say because it's such a horrible thing.
Yeah,
but you guys covered it.
So, anyway, how do they solve this championship situation?
Well, Jay, they looked at Cedric Alexander, a person who has done nothing wrong in the situation, and shit-canned him for a random 6-man tag instead. Just so there was no mention of Mr. Enzo on the card. And it was a nice little 205 Live affair. Now all the masked men are together in one little clique, which is nice. Sadly, it does confuse people like the ring announcer who had to check with the referee which one of them was.
That was amazing.
What's this?
Gran Metalik, Callisto, and who the fuck is that?
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Callisto, Gran Metalik, and Lince Dorado.
205 Live. Rockstar Spud showed up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are they calling him?
Drake Maverick.
Oh, gee, are you serious?
It was great. Daniel Bryan came out and went, I'm happy to introduce the new GM. And the crowd, Spud, 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 Spud.
Oh, my God.
Drake Maverick. Boo, what the fuck is that? Boo,
Oh,
his
my
name's
God.
Spud.
Drake Maverick.
Yes, and they'll have a 6-man tournament on 205 Live, and it'll culminate at Mania, the grand new champion.
12-man tournament, Jay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I really wanted to do this, because when the luchas come out, it's like, oh my God, it's the what bars?
Yeah, oh, totally.
Okay, so can you see these are the 3 lads?
Oh, I can. It's only posted on Facebook, and I couldn't think of anything fucking good then either. Sweet.
So, Steve, what bear are they?
Oh, my God.
So, awesome. Pose for me, fellas. All right. Lince Dorado is the jobber in the 205 Live t-shirt. He is in black and yellow, so he is a banjo bar.
Nice.
Ooh.
A Chocoto bar, chewy caramel fudge, crunchy balls, and loads of chocolate.
Crunchy balls.
Sounds mostly delicious.
On the right, Gran Metalik is in the silver with yellow and pink. He is a breakfast burrito.
Yes.
I was going to say baked tatty with beans and cheese, but yeah, sure, go with the racist one. Yeah, of course he's Mexican.
Callisto, genuflecting there, is in the blue, red, and silver white. He is a crunch bar.
Yes. It's actually what I had.
I miss them.
Oh, a very 2018 entry. He is a white knight.
Very good.
Mighty Mint Chew. And of course, Callisto is a bar of crap.
Okay.
And altogether, they are sporting a mix of silver, red, black, blue, and gold. They are Megazord.
Yes. Kind of coked whoever sent that in.
The Luchas are taking on Theodore James Perkins, TJP. I love it. TJP, the Flim Flam man.
The Flim Flam.
Do you remember Michael Cole, he was, you know, his name is like the Filam Flash, and Michael, Flim Flam.
The quickness of the Flim Flam Flash.
He's just back after healing his injury. Jack Gallagher, fancy man. Oh, I loved him slagging CM Punk. UFC said Punk, oh yeah, he's definitely going to have another fight for us. Then Jack Gallagher said, oh yeah, I'll fight him. I've got a spare 2 minutes.
Hey.
Wow. And Drew Gulak, who should be in everyone's stable.
He's great. Big fan of this guy.
He's got the V1 gimmick of giving out.
Banging on about the rules in general, being a moan.
PowerPoint presentation.
That's Ook's gimmick, though.
Ooh, it's money.
It is good.
Oh, TJP, he is a heel because he sneers. The pace quickens, Callisto dives over a presenting Perkins, crab stops, backflips into a head scissors and finishes with a dropkick. TJP's belt becomes undone and looks quite awkward, but he's wearing tights so there's no chance of a Bubba Ray.
Oh, thank Christ.
His partners get thrown outside and all the luchas stand on the same turnbuckle and triple moonsault off.
It was a really cool spot.
Gallagher inches over on Brett's rope and Gulak just goes mad on him because he has his no flying rule and he says it's okay and kind of timber falls on Dorado. Jack's wearing these brown dress shoes. I was like, how do you wrestle in dress shoes?
Not only dress shoes, but he's wearing like regular pants, he's wearing a shirt, and the J Hunter special, he's wearing a waistcoat as well.
Yes. He says it's grand and it adds to the dropkick, if anything. Nice flippy whippy from Grand Metalik. Dorado with a springboard double stunner. TJP tags himself in but eats a Salida del Sol and loses the match. So the faces Luchas win in 13 minutes. A nothing match. I love the triple moonsault. You got a multi-moon! Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson versus The Revival, Dash and Dawson. The former Bullet Club members finally joined with former leader Prince Devitt on the New Year's Raw, and thankfully Balor Club now makes sense, as opposed to Finn just going around with a t-shirt by himself.
That says Balor Club.
What is that?
Yeah, Club of One.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
The One Warrior Nation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These two teams threw handbags at each other at Raw 25th on Monday to set it up. Half of Samurai Cop in the ring. Lots of beardies, baldies, but needs glasses and a couple of black lads.
It does.
Whole lot of nothing. Revival rest hold Anderson's left knee for Eternia until Gallows gets the hot tag, hits a Bossman outside crescent kick and a Rick James Bruce Lee cross kick.
Nice. Does he go? Whoa!
That would have put him over.
It would have got him over huge.
Gallows gets dum-dummed a few times.
Oh, Gallows.
Revival pin Anderson in 9 minutes. Renee Young calls it an unbelievable matchup.
You fucking liar.
Math, what could you possibly have on a pre-show that I would say, stop what you're doing, actually go back and watch the pre-show. This is incredible tour de force moments in wrestling.
Oh, no.
Alundra Blaze is on the pre-show panel.
Oh.
And they ask her who's going to win the Women's Rumble. She completely blanks and Jubble and the rest of the lads hang her out to dry. They intentionally don't help her out. They badger her for 10 minutes straight.
JBL is the meanest human being I've ever seen here. Jesus Christ, they don't give her a second.
Name a wrestler. Oh, that's funny, but yeah, so who's going to win? What's your prediction then? What was the name of it? Name a wrestler. Name anyone at this table. It was amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What a cunt.
Who's going to win the Royal Rumble?
Women's, right? Women's Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Okay, so who wouldn't?
All right, it's time for your Rocket League KFC pre-show main event. It's glorious.
Bobby Roode. All right, enough of that fuck.
With a US title open challenge, he was called up to Smackdown just after SummerSlam 2017 and the week before the Rumble. Won a tournament beating Jock's mirror match Jinder for the title. Who's he facing? No, get fucked. No, sorry, get hyped. Stay hyped. It's Mojo Rawley. Fuck off. Cut to no signs in the crowd for Mojo. He does the Jim Duggan 3-point stance and runs to the ring. Question: how do open challenges work? Like in general?
In kayfabe, once Bobby Roode's music ends, it's a race. And you have to get out to the ring first.
So some kind of Three Stooges, get out of the way, Chowderhead. Oh, by the way, Mojo, get fucked. Using Killer Instinct.
Oh, they're really hammering that as his thing.
This is like ruthless aggression. Don't take that game. I love that game. And I don't love you, Mojo. With your... I have to get this in. Did you see the acne on his chest? It's gross. His fucking peckney, like... Yeah.
Mojo, the lummox, stumbles around the ring, takes a buff blockbuster, an iron spinebuster, and it's time for the finish. Mojo hoofs Roode into the turnbuckle post. Dickhead Hoju runs to the wrong rope, so he stops, changes course, then royally fucks up the glorious DDT. We're not doing that again. So 1, 2, 3, and Roode retains in 7:37.
Ooh.
Yes, I concur.
But yeah, I think Mojo might actually have something here. It's just very slowly getting to it. It's weird. The plan was to have the US title tournament finals at the Rumble, but then they changed their mind. It's like, okay, cool. But they changed their mind to nothing. This is it. Open challenge. No hype. Ironically for Mojo.
Yeah. I'd also heard that it was planned that the person who was meant to take up the challenge was Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, Zigglypuff!
Old Zigglypuff.
That would make sense.
It would, but I am so sick of him.
You're about to get a little more.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. It's almost time for the pay-per-view. Crowd are chanting down from 10 every minute for like the last 5 minutes.
It's great.
Highlight of the night.
What a great atmosphere,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I hope people do it every year,
Yeah.
you know, for the last 5 minutes or something.
For WrestleMania, thank you guys so much for joining us. Everybody enjoy tonight. It is now time for the Royal Rumble.
And now, Rocket League and KFC present WWE Royal Rumble.
It's factual. It's more Rumble than ever. The 2018 Royal Rumble, January 28th, from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Attendance tonight is touted as 17,629. Commentators are Michael Cole, Booker T, and Corey Graves for Raw. And for the blue side, Tom Phillips, Byron Saxon, and also Corey Graves because he's great. Kick off with the Smackdown title match. The Yep Movement BFFs Sami Zayn, who's heel turn to join Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. So it's a 2-on-1 handicap match. If the baddies win, they'll be the first ever co-WWE champions. Steve, what's the build?
Not much. In like the past 5 or 6 weeks, WWE have pretty much built up two things. The Raw World title match and the Women's Rumble. And pretty much everything else, they were like, we've got your money. fuck you. In the build up to this, both Sami and Kevin Owens pinned AJ, but this feud kind of felt like background fodder for the Daniel Bryan and Shane feud, which they're building up.
So they're co-general managers, Shane and Daniel Bryan, and they're the original odd couple.
Yeah.
SmackDown has 2 feuds, and both of them are Shane McMahon versus Daniel Bryan. And this was just part of it. It's an accessory to it. And the fact that AJ Styles, the champion, is a chess piece in this sums it up. So, yeah, not a great build, despite, it's one of those, you like the wrestlers, but you don't like the wrestling story.
I love this when they introduce everyone. Sami Zayn, he dances around Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Jumping around with
Martin Prince and
Nelson. And it's like, hark to the tale of Kevin and the boy he loves so dear. They became the best of friends for years and years and years. It was like, oh my God, it's so perfect.
They saw it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
It was on Jericho's podcast.
Oh, fantastic.
And they said, so Owen said to Sami, he's like, oh, you've got to stop because you don't want to be the Martin Prince of WWE. So you're going to tone that down.
But soon he'll be queen of summertime. I do love this co-champion stipulation. It cancels the obvious booking of the heels kind of turning on each other mid-match and then it becomes a triple threat match. So I quite like that. So they have to tag in and out, and they're both working towards the same goal. Styles gets battered as the lads do quick tags. Man games there. Senses a haluva kick and AJ cancels it into a boot with a backflip reverse DDT. Then a monkey flip into just about a Hurricane Rana and a reversal calf crusher.
Sami Zayn out of there. Wow. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Styles again. Oh, man. This could be it. This could be it. Calf crusher.
Sneaky super kick into Blue Thunder Bomb, but it only gets a 2. Got a big pop. He actually beat AJ on SmackDown with that move. So
yes.
Great stuff. Phenomenal forearm to Sami, and KO burns his tag, breaking up the fall. He can break up 1 tag per match, otherwise then it's a DQ. Time for the finish. Sami tries to tag, but Styles prevents it, hits Sami out. KO comes in with a super kick, but his pop-up powerbomb is reversed into a victory roll, and AJ retains in 15:52. Dissension, smellness. KO never tagged in, so wasn't the legal man. What do you think?
This match, slow opener, but I thought it built up into a fun match. Like
a romp.
A fun romp. But at the same time, this is the SmackDown World title match. It shouldn't be a fun opener. It should be an excellent main event type match, and this wasn't. So I liked it, but I'd have to say overall disappointing.
I agree. White hot guys in a lukewarm feud. I much preferred shut my eyes and let Jay Hunter read the play-by-play, and this, I'm imagining I was there.
Kevin Owens, he was actually working with a back injury, so he spent almost all of the match on the apron or kicking down Styles, so he didn't really take many bumps. Very cleverly hidden.
Yeah.
So, did I see it?
Yes.
Did
you see that?
Yep.
We got a SmackDown Tag title match. It's Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the champions, the Usos. Gable and Jordan are now Jordanless. He's moved to Raw and become Angle's My Black Son. And they replaced the World's Greatest Tag Team Athlete Bald Black Guy with the original World's Greatest Tag Team Athletic Bald Black Guy, Shelton Benjamin. They actually met backstage at the pre-show and have this awkward I won the breakup back and forth.
Yeah, it's always awkward when you see your ex on the night out.
So I thought the world would explode when Benjamin and Jordan shook hands. Like, oh,
yeah, I thought they couldn't do that according to Time Cop rules.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to, you motherfucker. I love it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Steve, the Usos, their gimmick revamp.
They've been amazing this past year. They've changed their look. Both of them have lost lots of weight, actually. They're both in really good shape. They've completely changed their gimmick, character, promo style, theme song, and I'd say it's all been a massive positive. These guys had a whopper year last year. Great match after great match, and as JBL would say, they're fun to watch.
How can you prepare?
You can't. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary.
The lads didn't chat to Gallows and Anderson before the pay-per-view as they're also working the left knee, Jimmy's, chop blocks, dragon screw, and other great knee moves. It was awkward, but I loved the tiger suplex on Jay. Shelton does a nice powerbomb throw from Jay into Jimmy, but the pay dirt doesn't get a 3. Chad does a cool Bret Hart turnbuckle figure 4, but a top rope armbar. Goes into a victory roll suplex, but the Usos super kick, double super kick, and get the first fall.
Oh, right in the middle. Cover. That is one.
Gable and Benji get their back with a nicer heart attack on the outside, but on the inside, Benjamin gets rolled up and Chad doesn't react in time and can't break up the 3. The Usos retain in the 2 out of 3 falls match 2-0, clean sweep. The whole match lasting about 14 and a half minutes.
Technically, the action was good and the first fall was decent, but this second fall being so fucking short and not really building up the match to like have an awesome finish, I just felt it really fucking hurted. I thought it would have been a better match if they just had a regular single fall match.
One fall.
Oh, I hate it. Too sweet. Oh, I hate it all. I hate it all.
I mean, it's worth mentioning in the build-up to this that Shelton and Gable got a win over the Usos that was overturned because it was the wrong Uso pinned. Danny Bryan came in and said, oh, the referee's decision is final. The second one that came in. And this made Gable and Benjamin turn bad as a result. Yeah, they were supposed to be the bad guys here, apparently, allegedly. No one noticed. They didn't do anything to get the crowd to boo them. So this was as indie a tag match as you'd ever see. And you're right, the Usos are very good at the mic. As bad guys. They are allegedly good guys. And their gimmick is they shout about how great they are and finish each other's sandwiches. Match may as well have taken place in a museum. Whatever. Next, my mates spend this match having a tab outside. And I don't smoke, but I should have joined them.
As a much better idea. That weird amount of false finishes, for 12 minutes and then there's 2 falls in like 2.5 minutes. It's very odd. Next up is the always fun Rumble Stats video package. Wait, what? The women's match are going on last, meaning, good for them, by the way. So holy shit, the men's Rumble is up next.
The following is the 30-man Royal Rumble match.
What day is today?
Rusev Day.
Aiden English heralds our number 1 entrant, number 1 in our hearts, Alexander Rusev. It's amazing the Rumble landed on Rusev Day.
What a coincidence.
What are the chances?
Have you seen his calendar?
It's the greatest piece of merch they've had in like 20 years.
12 pictures, all of Rusev, and every day on the calendar is marked Rusev Day. Oh my god. Number 2, who has just as much work cut out for him as number 1, but gets 10% of the credit. It's Big Smiley Finn Balor. What bear is he? He is a ripped wine gummy bear.
Nice. Yes, he is. He's fucking mega ripped.
And you see in the front row, fucking Steve Merchant there, big goggle light. Where's Waldo? Number 3, the man-beast Rhino. He picks on Rusev, the 2 girthiest men in WWE squaring off.
Oh no! From Smackdown Live, the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin.
Number 4 is Baron Corbin, coming out to the last song Jim Johnson created for WWE.
Really?
Deep 6, more like Shallow 3, and he hoofs out Rhino, and Finney takes him out. Baron Von Baron throws a strop on the outside and runs wild as it's the one-man band. Number 5, Heath Slater comes out. He actually made it after he got stuck in the airplane toilet.
That was great.
And he gets clotheslined by Baron.
Yes!
Number 6, it's time for WWE. We must walk with Elias. He riffs and kicks Heath as he walks.
It was awesome. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I just want to say how happy I am to see our boy, the Drifter, just get so over within the last couple of months. As long as he's not having a long singles match, sky's the limit.
Oh, by the way, it's supposed to be every 90 seconds a new participant. But he starts playing and it's 2:15.
Whoa.
And it stretches anywhere between 123 and 253.
That's double the length.
Number 7, NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega. Hot off his awesome NXT main event last night.
Yeah, oh my God, what a match, by the way.
Oh, I mean, it absolutely was. I mean, it just kept on going, and the Philly crowd were nice, so they were into Gargano. Yes, nice to see him here.
He bowls over Slater and then hits Elias with a flying dick face.
Hey, don't knock it.
I think it's supposed to be like a double knee, but
it's a double knee.
It's an open crotch double knee.
It's a big, smelly dong to the face. Like.
Number 8, Michael Cole. He just talks over Bray Wyatt's entrance. Holy shit. Bray, he throws Heath into the barricade.
Heath and Gully Bully are king, boys. They're just like the two of them have just taken Boydom to a whole new level.
Boydom.
Bray has handbags with Finn. Oh man, it felt so bad for Finn Balor. He's like, he can't escape Bray Wyatt and it's terrible booking.
Hey, at least he doesn't have to dress up like a fucking pumpkin this time and cut a terrible promo in front of the camera and wait for them to add on the special effects. Oh God.
No, that'd be great. He gets eliminated and comes back at number 23 like Mick Foley as Cactus Jack.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, Bray Wyatt should get eliminated. Then he comes back 20 entrants later as Sister Abigail with the veil.
On the boys. I'm gonna get you, Fiend.
She's here.
You men are all the same.
What the hell is that? Number 9, it's a new day. Yes, it is. It's Big E. He reaches into his smelly jocks and puts pancakes in Heath's mouth.
He has none of it. He is trying to like force his lips shut.
How did this come about, the pancake thing, anyway?
They just randomly started coming out with pancakes, and then Big E started putting them down as jocks, and he pulls them out, and he feeds them to fans, and they're like little baby birds just going, just eating the pancakes from his balls.
Number 10. No. Cammy, Kevin, Sami beat up Ty Dillinger, and Sami takes his place. The rules, Stephen.
I know. Actually, speaking of the rules, back when Baron Corbin pulled Finn out of the ring, I was delighted that he pulled them under the ropes, but I was just so happy that they weren't like, even though Baron Corbin is out of the match, he can still eliminate other people. Because that's my most hated spot in Rumble history.
Yes.
So they did it well. But this was bollocks.
Number 11, he doesn't just set the bar. He is the bar. But what a bar.
Yeah, do you ever bother them and go, hey, hang on, motherfucker, that was our thing?
It's weird, isn't it?
That's cease and desist, Sheamus. That's our gimmick, you bollocks, or I'll fucking burst. I wouldn't. He's a monster. He'd murder me.
I like it. They go, all right. We're no longer call ourselves the bar. We are now the boys.
Oh, the boys club. That got your dander up.
It's Sheamus. He chucks Heath in, but he gets bowled back out. Oh, Sheamus, he's out.
Warlord Award.
Yes, early birthday present for old Sheamus. So Slater's marking out, and that's his undoing as Bray dumps Slater out. Participant roll call. Finn and Rusev, Almas and Sami, Bray and Big E, Elias, and now number 12, Xavier Woods. He has some nice double team spots with Big E. Number 13, Apollo 13. Cole mentions only 4 winners have come from the teen entries. Kind of makes sense. You'd either have workhorses that come in at the start or the part-timers who are too old and rich for this shit at the end.
Yeah.
Number 14, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. I was thinking, Gorilla would call Brutus Beefcake the beefer and Ricky Steamboat the steamer.
I know where this is going.
Shinsuke Nakamura is the knacker.
Honestly, I think I'd rather that than Shin. I don't like what Shin said. Shin is the new try.
The crowd just continue singing his song when he
Yes.
enters and batters people.
Nice moment.
I was thinking, oh man, please do your rope pose and just pull down the rope and eliminate someone. I think that would be awesome.
Oh, that would have been cool, actually.
And he knees Sami Zayn out. Number 15, Nino, Nino, Nino. And
It's an ambulance.
It doesn't go into the song either.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was just the ambulance.
The Swiss cyborg Cesaro, and he tries to goose Finn out. He's like, whoa. Who? It's the third New Day member, Kofi Kingston, and all three are in now. Cesaro back body drops and shoulders Apollo out.
Aww.
Number 17, re-hindered Jinder, the modern day Magoo.
Man, so he's nowhere near as big as he was 6 or 7 months ago, but he's still enormous.
In SmackDown, the camera was unfortunately behind him for a second, and I think they purposely avoid it because it looks like the surface of the moon.
It does.
Yeah.
And the only thing better than that was Michael Cole coming out and goes, "I've done my research. This is Jinder's first time in a Rumble." I was like, what the fuck? He was in the Rumble Michael Cole was in 2012.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And then he corrected himself. He goes, actually, I think he has been in the Rumble once before. And he was like, no, he's been in 2013 as well. So Matt Stryker was obviously supplying him the notes.
Big head of steam by Xavier, and he's back body dropped out. Big E tries to get retribution, and he's big booted on the apron out too. Jinder takes both of them out.
Yeah, they're kind of not really feuding on SmackDown, but yeah.
Number 18, burn it down. Seth Rollins with some woeful fire pants.
Oh, my God. Do you know what he looked like, Jay?
I have many things written here.
Oh, excellent.
I was thinking 80s fans will think heel Jake Roberts.
Oh, nice.
90s fans will think Harlem Heat.
Yep.
Ooh.
Early 2000s will think Undisputed Y2J.
Yep.
Ruthless Aggression will think Eddie Guerrero.
Good.
And everyone else, Guy Ferrari.
Yes.
And V1, a bottle of Jolt Cola.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The best comment I read about this, and I'm going to credit Patrick as legend because it's better than anything I can come up with. Rollins is wearing pants that everyone gave their creator wrestler in the second SmackDown game.
Yeah.
Kind of coke for him.
Seth and Cesaro are on double duty, so they're like, yeah, let's save it for later. Rollins helps Cesaro jump over the top rope. Boo.
Yeah.
Jinder tries to make it 3 for 3, throwing out Kofi, and we get this year's famous Rumble spot.
Kofi Kingston, realizing the floor is indeed lava, lands on Xavier Woods, who is still at ringside from previously being thrown out, as Big E, who was also still there, puts the plate of pancakes, WWE pancakes coming this December, TM, trademark, copyright. Kofi Kingston puts one foot on Xavier and the other on the pancakes, and that is okay. Jinder Mahal stands there, looking like a dick, and they male gymnast him, whatever the fuck, back inside, and he flies the frig out of Jinder and eliminates him very quickly with a spin kick that barely graced him.
Oh,
and he flew out, but it was alright because it's Jinder, who cares? And the crowd went mental. Anyone think better than this? Was Cien Almas grabbing Kofi afterwards, going to throw him out, seeing New Day, and going the other end of the ring and making him fly out.
Oh,
That was great.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Tap the temple, yes.
Yeah. Smart heels are the best.
And then, Kofi landed outside, did a roll, and then did another one like HBK selling for Hogan in 2005.
Nice.
Great segment.
However, what is the kayfabe of feet touching the floor?
1 foot. It has to make contact, and if you get back in, both foot are back in.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So you guys are both cool with him having his feet on a platter of pancakes, yeah?
Yeah,
Pancakes is not floor.
it's true.
Yeah, technically it's not.
I was going to say, like, if Zach Gowen entered the Rumble and then got his prosthetic leg and threw it under the rope, that he could never be eliminated.
Yes, book it. This is like your man with the fucking hump on his back who couldn't be pinned.
Russo, you've done it again.
Son of a bitch.
I can't believe my pick got pancaked. Yeah. Oh, brother.
Number 19 is Woken Matt Hardy. He teams with current feud Bray Wyatt to eliminate Rusev, and the two head to the back together.
Why would they team up?
Yeah, because he just beat him at fucking Raw 25.
Yeah. It made no fucking sense.
Number 20 is John Cena. In a hideous, luminous green and purple shit heap.
Oh my God.
Steve, didn't he use this at the Survivor Series?
Yeah.
It's like everyone's in blue and red, and this cunt comes out in luminous green.
Fucking green.
My own merch.
He was nervous about getting hit by traffic. Because, you can't see him otherwise. And, oh wait, I'm on here. Something, cum rag. Still get people messaging me that years later.
Awesome.
And the winner of the 2018 Golden Nogger Quote of the Year.
Yeah, that's right.
Matthew with his cum rag.
Suck it, Mr. OOC.
Everyone puts the boots on Cena, but he fireman carries Elias out.
Boo.
Number 21, stand back. Oh my God, not Vince McMahon. It's the Hurricane.
Good.
Our first surprise entrant, Cena has none of them, eliminating him immediately.
Could Cena not have taken one chokeslam?
Yeah, he didn't even get a spot, so he just poses outside.
The fucking Rock put this guy over, and John Cena's like, I'm not taking nothing.
Roll call. Cena, Finn, Shinsuke, Seth, Almas, and now number 22, it's Aiden English. Number 23, Shock the System. NXT's Adam Cole, baby. Oh, how was his match last night?
Excellent. I hate hardcore wrestling, and these guys won me over. It was fantastic.
Who was wrestling?
Aleister Black and Adam Cole.
What do you think, Matt?
I agree, actually, because it started off like, all right, okay, it's a hardcore match, I know what's going to happen. But they kept on going and going with it. And Adam Cole started doing necro butcher spots with the chairs set up next to each other.
Oh, God, the
I'm
fucking
like,
chair.
What the fuck? So we kept on going and going. I'm like, all right, well, you've won me over here, so well done. And he was rewarded for his efforts for wrestling again the next night.
Balor kicks Aiden, who pratfalls out. Number 24 is Randy Orton.
With hair.
Yeah, with his hair all fucking slick back and everything. It's strange. He's shaved his head for like the last, 12, 13 years? He just looks weird.
He's fuzzy, very fuzzy, you know? Yeah. Like a 96 Rock.
Oh, God, you're right.
Yes, Randy Orton, sleeveless hoodie Orton, in case your chest is chilly, but your arms aren't.
Where is he? Almost still in it, out on the apron, going to launch himself. Oh, my God!
Sploosh RKO's Almas out of nowhere, which is perfect, and sends him back to NXT. Number 25, V1's boy, Titus Worldwide.
Shitus O'Neil.
Number 26, Awesome. It's The Miz. The 11th appearance by the A-lister. I thought, you can't really undo his, many years of goofiness, but he's well respected by pretty much all the fans now.
Pretty much everyone now. Yeah,
which is great.
Yes.
Gets all his signature spots in. DDT, it kicks, and a skull-crushing finale. Anything? No? Okay.
Miz came in. I was happy to see him, but he didn't really factor into the build actually, no one factored into the build for this match. It was one of the worst build rumbles ever.
Steve, what was the build to this match?
On Raw and SmackDown, we had people both in backstage promos and in the ring say, I'm going to be in this match. And on the Go Home SmackDown, Randy Orton RKO'd Nakamura. The end.
And the rest were done via Twitter.
Yes, it was bollocks.
Which, although you could make the argument that makes it more interesting, because the more interesting rumbles through history have been the ones where the winner hasn't been too obvious.
Yeah,
that's true.
Who's next? Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Number 27, Boca. Oh my God.
Hey knee.
It's Rey Mysterio, Ron Mastro
jumping off the boat, Jay.
So happy to see him. Looks very healthy. He's moving well. No baggy pants. Less roidy. Looks kind of like WCW Ray.
He is.
If he went to prison for a while.
Haven't seen him looking this well in, must be 15 years. He was slim, trim.
Buff, cut, ripped, chiseled and jacked.
Which is really fucking nice. And looked great in the ring. And is a flake bar.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
He luches Adam Cole over the top and 619's The Miz. Oh, you know that Miz asked here. I want to take that spot. You know. Number 28 is the big dog. Roman Reigns. A full bottle of baby oil over his head. Who'd want to touch him? Like,
he's the greasiest man in all of Philadelphia.
My God, you're greasy.
He eliminates Titus, and then he tries to eliminate The Miz, but Bobo and Gully Bully get their payday. They won't allow it. Awesome Three Stooges double Superman punch.
It's great.
Seth hits the curb stomp on The Miz. Oh, so happy to see this move back. Came back only 2 weeks ago. It was banned right after he used it at WrestleMania 31 to win the title. He flew around doing press. Vince saw him on the Today Show and they had the video package of him stomping people's head into the crowd. And he said, "Oh, probably shouldn't represent the company with that."
Fuck off, Vince.
Yeah, you tell him.
Seth said he hated losing it, and
it's a great move.
And he replacing it with the whoopsie pedigree, the Black Rain pedigree.
Yeah.
And like a shitty looking V trigger. It's just,
Yeah.
But so happy to see it back. They shield powerbomb kind of Miz out onto the Miztourage. And then Roman Reigns throws out Rollins for his trouble.
And then they smile.
Number 29. Goldust. Still blocked.
Oh, I'm blocked now.
Oh, are you serious?
For years I was unblocked by Goldust, and now I know who I am, so I'm like, shit.
Motherfucker, I'm not blocked. I haven't mentioned Black Rain to him yet. I'm picking my spots, Jay.
Number 30. That's my record scratch.
That's right. Who could believe it? It was EC3. Nogga, 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 nogga. Oh. I just thought of that.
It's Zigglypuff Dolph Ziggler, and the one guy with a Dolph sign in the crowd marks out.
Yeah.
So he won the US title and then just left for the last 4 weeks?
Yep.
Yep.
And this was the first time we've seen him. No build, no payoff on SmackDown, just one and done.
Yeah, he really represents the SmackDown brand right now.
He fucking does.
Oh, did you see there's an awesome Keith Apicary number 31 sign in the crowd?
I did see it.
I did see that. He has much chance as Dolph winning it.
With his Sega side. So that's everyone in. Cena, Orton, Finn, Nakamura, Ray, Roman, and Ziggler, who super kicks Goldust out. Finn jumps into frame to forearm Ziggles, and he's out. Wow, oh man, turn back time. We get a shot of 2002 SmackDown here with Orton, Cena, and Ray. A cool kind of clash of generations battle lines are drawn with them versus the new, I was going to say the new generation, the new class, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Saved by the Bell.
The most WWE thing, the old guys flatten the new guys.
Oh God.
With an FU, 619 and RKO. And then Big Dog to Orton and is eliminated. Every move he does is the Big Dog. Ray's just standing around waiting for his spot. Like, if you see him there, he's just double 619, and then Balor hoofs him out. Sneaky fecker. He's been road dogging it as he's been in for 52 minutes. The Iron Man tonight. So there's 4 left: Cena, Reigns, Shin, and Finn. The multiple Mania main eventers versus 2 that never have. I love this crowd gauging of potential Mania matches.
Yes, yeah.
And it always backfires on Cena.
Him and Roman did the gander at the sign gimmick like twice, and the fans didn't bite at all. They were booing the shit out of it.
They were chanting, "You both suck."
And drawing the ire of the WWE fans here in Philadelphia.
I loved it because they just played out the rest of the storyline as if people did want to see it. They just don't deviate from the script. It's awesome.
Cena and Reigns doing the epic stare down and the crowd booing them. and him shouting, "Now, now, now, Nakamura, now, now, Shinsuke,
Oh my
Shinsuke,
God.
get the fuck up in here, shit, wake the fuck up."
He talks too much, Matthew.
Let's take it home. Sling blades to everyone. Oh, Finn, he is so fast on his feet.
Oh no! Double stop by Balor. Down goes Shin. Balor eliminated by Cena. My pick.
He double foot stomps Shin, but gets thrown out by Cena after 57-27.
That move, by the way, looked fucking awesome. It was done to perfection. And of course, fans boo Cena out of the fucking building afterwards.
If he landed a bit further, he would have been on the bed of pancakes. High stakes as Cena is on the outside, misses a shoulder block, Nakamura with a theatrical backup, and Kinshasa!
Nakamura in the harm's way. Cena eliminated. What? Yes.
Nakamura eliminates Cena, and everyone goes, "Oh my god!" So it's down to Shin and the big dog. Awesome shot of Knacker getting up with Reigns in the foreground. He's like, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Big dog! Big dog! Shin is on the outside, opts to do a triangle choke / Devil's Gate, and Reigns pulls him back in for a powerbomb. Kinshasa denied with a big dog.
It's great.
His gimmick is going to get him over now.
Oh. But Shin goes on a roll and Kinshasa and throws Roman out against the hard camera and wins.
No, Roman. And now Shinsuke goes.
After 65-27, the winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura. Icing on the cake, he reveals who he'll face at Mania, AJ Styles.
Yes.
Meaning Mania is now a must-watch. Hooray!
This is the match that we've wanted for the last year nearly. They fucking listened and are going to give it to us, and it's going to be great.
And it's going to open the show at WrestleMania.
What do you think, Math?
Well, it was weird because when I watched it originally, all the people in the room were like, God, there's a lot of tag guys that are blatantly not going to win. Like the likes of Goldust and Titus in the late 20s is like, for fuck's sake, really? But then I rewatched it and was like, there were a lot of really good things here, and it was very happening. Rusev was over as fuck. Balor was there for ages. The Heath Slater getting beat up segment. I loved Elias saying, "I spat in the Rocky statue's face, screw you, Philly." Get a real boxer who actually lived in Philly statue.
He expected to get heat for that, and everyone was still clapping along to it, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll continue.
Yeah.
But apart from Hurricane and Ray, it was all new slate almost. A crowd singing Nakamura's theme. They were into it entire. The Philly crowd were great all weekend. The Final Four bit was tremendously well done because there was that feeling of, oh, I really want Nakamura or Balor to win. It wasn't, all right, well, we're getting this. It was like, no, everyone turned into kids. Like, no, please, anybody but Cena or Reigns. Come on, do it. And so when it happened, it was this genuine emotion of, yeah, I don't need to watch SmackDown because I know what we're going to get at WrestleMania. Yeah. So it was a very good Rumble. Probably the best one since 2010. Yeah, at least since 2010. I'll go with that.
It's the best one in a long time. Lots of people that were really over. The fans were fantastic. Great to see Finn get booked well because he's been, I hate using the term jobbed out, because he hasn't been, but he's been solidly placed in the mid card. And it was really nice to see him get that hour-long match and look good. Couple of spots that I loved. The Kofi leap over Jinder's head was great. Heath being a jobber and then knocking out Shamo was awesome. But I really felt that this Rumble was missing one or two, someone new. I was really praying. I was like, give me Bobby Lashley. Have him come back, look good, couple of spots. Doesn't have to win. So yeah, apart from like missing one or two big names or comebacks, I thought this was an excellent Rumble and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I agree with most
of that.
I just want to add in, after so many years of Orton, Aitch, Shamo, Del Rio winning, it's great to see WWE gives the fans a winner they want to see. And it's about as good as you can expect a modern WWE Rumble. So, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Did you know Roman Reigns has only won the Rumble once?
It feels like about 8 times.
He's been at the end for the last 5 years. 2014, Reigns last eliminated by Batista. 2015, Reigns wins eliminating Rusev to a chorus of boos. 2016, Reigns is the second last eliminated as Trips threw him out and then Ambrose.
Yeah, that's right. Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it.
2017, Reigns last eliminated by Orton. And then tonight, 2018, Reigns last eliminated by Nakamura. So, when I was watching this, I was like, I can't remember a time before Roman Reigns. It doesn't help him either, because every time you're watching the Rumble, it's like, oh, this cunt again. You know?
Yeah, totally.
That's what Michael Cole should say instead of big dog. This cunt again.
But it does mean very high stakes drama because you really want Shinsuke to win, and it's between him and the guy you really don't want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, giving the fans what they want to see, awesome.
It's the ultimate contest, the Power on Power. Hulkster skating in. Here comes the $1 Million Man, and you're in control. Big Boss Man feeds the Hulkster. Shoot, score! This battle of the century comes with 12 WWF Superstars. WWF Superstars Shoot Up by Remco.
Next up is the Death Spot match. The Bear versus Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, who are the Raw Tag Team Champions. So at this point, there's been 6 matches on tonight, including the Rumble, the World title, the US title, and the Tag title. I'm fully satisfied. I got my money's worth. I can't believe the arena didn't just file out, call it a day,
Yeah. I mentally tapped out after the men's Rumble,
And it was almost an hour long, so I'm done,
Yeah.
The Bear work over Rollins, go for a Doomsday device, which is thwarted by Seth, who turns it into a Hurricane Rana. Rollins hits a double splash and crawls over to Jordan for the hot tag, who eventually tags in and then gets dizzy and tags back out, leaving Rollins to the Wolves.
Rollins was such a geek here. He's a veteran, former multiple-time world champion. He's been in plenty of tag matches, and he's the legal man, and he turns his back to the team he's wrestling and starts having a moan at Jason Jordan, and then he loses. What a fucking numpty.
Bro kick, a shoe kick in English, plus an assisted white noise, or Toran Bon, Oscailga. And the Bear are the new tag champions at 12:48. Jordan actually is working with a back injury as well, so they storyline booked their way around it. I thought, great job promoting the dissension.
Smelling us.
With Rollins and Jordan, but who gives a fuck after the Rumble match?
Exactly. I'm getting the point now where I'm sick of watching Seth Rollins do nothing but knee-related moves.
Oh, thank you.
And then, my knee. Better do a frog splash, knee drop.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is very popular. And good for him, because I can't remember one good Rollins single promo, and he does seem to do the move, then remember it hurts. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, this is just silly, to be honest with you. The only heat for this match was on Seth Rollins' tights.
So match number 8 of the night, it's the Universal title match. Champion Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Kane. Kane, that young upstart. Barely 26 years in the business. Debuted in 1992.
Knees as good as the day he joined.
Oh my God.
In a kayfabe, surely Kane's knee should be absolutely destroyed. They take the brunt of everything.
It should be dust.
El Libertarian Kane here. He wants to be mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. And he's just said, hello, all right, do you want to be in a couple of world title matches? You're going to lose because we can't have Braun taking the job, but you get to be in them. And he's like, all right.
However, we will let you batter Finn Balor twice.
Go on, beat him clean.
Beat him clean.
Braun! He's been booked amazingly.
It's so great to watch. I absolutely love it.
Yep.
I just fear for the day where he has to have main event matches.
I think as long as he's the antagonist and there's a main event babyface against him, he'll be grand. Ridiculous cartoon carnage and tongue-in-cheek feats of strength, like he's picking up the production truck and then stops, has a sandwich, and it still goes up, you know? I think he's been the highlight of Raw post-Mania 2017.
Oh, absolutely. They've done wonders getting this guy over, and he's over with every type of fan, which is really rare.
He does awesome stuff, like he put Roman Reigns on a gurney and then fucked him off. Was that a cliff?
Homer Simpson coming out of the ambulance.
And that time he threw Callisto in the bin.
That was great.
And Callisto's like, I'm not garbage. It's like only someone who was garbage would say that.
I am no garbage.
One of the only wrestlers I'd say WWE booked to 100% of their strength.
They're just doing everything perfectly, from like battering jobbers to like walking backstage and going through a kitchen, and there's this geek there with like a cake, and Braun just walks up and like takes a big chunk of the cake and is like, yeah, then just walks off. Grappling hooks, pulling down things on top of Brock and Kane, lifting up trucks, going into the truck and just causing chaos and like saying, what does this button do? I'm gonna press this button. Your man's like, don't press this button. Don't press this button. What does this button do? It's fucking great. I love it. Absolutely adore Braun.
So the storyline here is Raw GM Kurt Angle fired him for being so reckless, and Stephanie McMahon rehired him to stop him from being so reckless.
Ridiculous.
What's Lesnar got to do with this? He's above all this Raw versus SmackDown shit. Even this Raw 25 shit. Pay me.
Yeah.
Big manic smile on Lesnar. He's just bouncing around and going, ha! It was terrifying. Strowman knees Lesnar in the head by accident. So Lesnar gets up and immediately goes UFC 100 on him and punches the fuck out of him.
Oh my God.
So this is a video game match where they just tear up the gaff with tables and chairs. Strowman takes 3 Germans, boom, 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 but recovers 2 Bulldog Power Slam Brock through a table. Kane has his table spot and Botch pushes Strowman through it.
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
Thanks, Kane.
Cole just says, it's almost like Braun knew it was coming.
That's a terrible cover-up, isn't it?
It's desk time. Beast Incarnate F5s Braun through the commentary desk and tips over another. Then an F5 to Kane onto the Spanish desk. Time for the finish. Bulldog Power Slam to Brock. And again, but Kane breaks it up. Lesnar bumps Kane into Strowman off the apron. F5 and massive Kane bump.
Oh my God. How does he do this? He defies physics.
And that's that. Brock Lesnar retains in 11 minutes.
I think it was SummerSlam of last year where they had a fatal 4-way and it was booked to perfection. Yes. Just give me more of that match, please, and I will go away a happy bunny. But no, it was terrible. Kane was just horrific. He added nothing. He took away lots. Brock didn't have his working boots on, and Braun is not good enough to drag anyone to a good match. So it was messy.
It was a bit Pele.
It was Heskey. So yeah,
he's more Peter Beardsley.
Hey Jay, don't make me come over there.
So yeah, bollocks match. Didn't enjoy it. Yeah.
I thought the guys were bumping and moving quickly. They battered each other. I actually really enjoyed it, but the crowd and myself are still knackered from the Rumble, obviously.
Yeah, it's much of a muchness. I mean, Jesus.
Kane was there just a job, just so Braun doesn't have to. And that knee, Hall of Fame bound. So there's almost 1 hour, 20 minutes left.
Jesus, fuck. How many videos is this going to be?
8 matches down, 1 match left. It's time for your main event. It's your main event. It's the 30-woman Royal Rumble. Stephanie McMahon, come on down. You're responsible for all of this, aren't you?
Oh, you have created women in her image.
Corey says she's a trailblazer in the woman's movement.
But she won't tell you that herself because she's so humble.
I love that Sasha tweeted out this picture of the women's rumble. Jesus, like, it has all the women in it.
I know the
and
one
then
you mean, yeah.
Stephanie McMahon is like the puppeteer in it. She's the biggest out of all
8
of them.
feet tall.
Stephanie is the same size as Mr. X at the start of Street of Rage 2. She's so humble.
I love it.
You don't hire wrestlers. You don't train wrestlers. You don't help them with their promo. You've never heard of them before. So how are you responsible for this? You're not even on the booking team anymore.
Yeah, I'm happy that there's a women's Royal Rumble. That's fine. Okay, very happy. It's an emotional moment. Great. It's going to be revolutionary, historic, and good for women's wrestling. Fantastic. The way they go about it is so ham-fisted and so self-congratulatory that you do have to grit your teeth and go, all right, you're right for the wrong reasons here, but, you know, come on, Jesus. So let's get the show away.
30 females over the top rope. 30 females? There are 9 active women on the Raw roster. Foxay is out with a tailbone injury, and Paige is done with a neck injury. 11 active SmackDown women. So that's 20 in total, minus 2 who are Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, the champions, so they're not in this match. So that's 18. How in the fuck are you going to fill 12 more spots? Are we got a bit of Santina Morella? A bit of Ronnie Garvin and drag?
Yes, please.
A bit of Virgilina?
Virgilina.
Or will it be like the 97 Rumble where a third of the roster were Mexican day laborers?
That's a Latin lover.
Let's find out.
Sasha Banks! It's boss time.
Number 1 is Sasha, and number 2 is Becky.
Yeah.
OOC called it straight away, said these two would go the distance, as it should be. And as Becky comes out, Micah Cole said, the Rimble!
Yes!
The Royal Rimble. Vince McMahon says it. The Royal
Vince.
Rimble. The Royal Rimble.
The first ever Women's Royal Rumble.
Kick the new year off with a Rumble. The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble.
Number 3 is the Riot Squad. 2 T's. It's legally distinct and trademarkable.
Ugh.
Sarah Logan. Owl Logan Schmogan did the hoosh up and headbutted Sasha. Number 4, it's Paige's theme. It's Mandy Rose. Tough Enough Woman is in Paige's stable Absolution. Number 5 is Lita, who was left off the guest list legitimately of Raw 25.
That's crazy, by the way, because she's like in with the company. Like she does pay-per-view pre-shows and the Mae Young Classic, so she's there often enough that this shouldn't happen.
Lita eliminates Mandy. She came and you gave without flaking.
God damn it. I think Lita had the last laugh here with the Raw contract thing, which I hadn't heard of before. She came out with the Time's Up hashtag.
Oh.
She didn't ask permission to have that. She just hid it from them until she went out and took her shirt off.
Okay, because I thought she was dressed like Duke the Dumpster Drosy. I was like, yeah.
Yes,
you were excited at that.
Number 6, squee! It's Kairi Sane. Oh, she seems to not be a pirate anymore.
She only likes yachts.
God.
She's actually a legit yachtist, like international.
She actually is?
Level, yeah.
Okay. It's way less cool and it's way less Japanese.
I love her nautical puns, and she has an amazing top rope elbow. And she gives Banks a taste, and then Becky.
She moves so quickly, and her diving elbow to the corner is mwah, love it.
Number 7, Ta-Mi-Na. Lita has her big spot. Her old finish of a moonsault off the top rope.
Top rope, you gotta be kidding!
Jesus Christ.
It was a terrifying move to watch 15 years ago when Lita was at the top of her game and young.
This is with the Trish against Trish to the outside.
But like, it's even more, oh my God, it's terrifying. She nearly killed herself and 2 other girls.
I was thinking, man, Drew Gulak, she actually conforms to the no-fly zone rule because she doesn't jump at all. She just flops backwards.
She just falls backwards.
And also of note was the GIF and video that went around everywhere was Sasha Banks took Lita in the corner and figured, well, hard camera's not going to be on us, right? And gave us some good old air shots, just like Shaq doing free throws.
It's amazing.
Tamina gets dumped out and then Lita joins her. She's done for the night. Number 8 is Dana Brooke. I bet you Vince loves her.
He does, doesn't he?
She shoves Carrie off the top turnbuckle. Number 9 is Tori Wilson. Kiss of death, Tori Wilson. She's back.
The career killer.
She looks amazing, by the way. She gets an elimination, drop-kicking Brooke off the apron. Number 10. If you don't know,
now you know.
It's Sonya Deville. El Sonya in the Poliacs does knees from a tie clinch. Time for Tori to leave. A fuck's sake isn't ready. Run into the corner. And then...
Oh, God. But what's even sadder, this is only the second worst spot in this entire Rumble.
Oh, well, we'll get to that.
Oh, we fucking will.
It's a springboard head scissors failure. Like, Tori, she got about thigh height and she needed to get shoulder height and gets kicked out.
This doesn't bode well for her gimmick of like, I'm a fitness expert and look at me, I may be 42, but I
move like Mick Foley. Number 11 is Riot Squad Liv Morgan, who is Mandy Rose and Alexa smushed together.
Yeah.
Number 12, Molly Holly, looks very healthy.
Marked out.
Still rocking the pixie short hair after getting her head shaved at Mania 20. It's a very slow growing hair. She eliminated Logan Schmogan and hits her Molly go round. Great stuff. Number 13, it's Lana. Sonya and Morgan do a cafeteria bully angle on her, and OSC marked out to it. Number 14, Michelle McCool.
Oh, God.
I think these returns would have been much more fun if we didn't just see them on Monday.
Definitely.
She clears everyone out of the pool. DeVille, Morgan, Molly, Lana. Big, dirty Terminator Judy Martin here.
She murders everybody. It's like, at the very least, have her throw out some of the older girls and not the younger girls, you know? And she didn't look great. She was like falling a bit. She was off balance.
She not enough for you, Steve.
Fuck, I was going to say that, Jay, you bastard.
She's loving life.
Roll call. Just Sasha, Becky, and McCool left. Number 15 is Ruby Ruby Riot with 2 T's. Number 16. Excuse me. Oh, marked out so hard.
I marked out for about 3 seconds and then I was like, shut the fuck up, Vicky. Because this got loud and screechy very quickly.
So I had a bunch of people message me to say, did you hear Vicky Guerrero fart? And I went, what?
What?
And I re-listened to it, and she's not farting, she's talking, and Michael Cole is trying not to laugh, so he does that noise with his mouth.
Yeah.
But people honestly thought that Vicky Guerrero was able to fart so loud that the microphone by her mouth was able to pick it up.
Vicky's strategy.
The crowd are very happy. Oh, it was great to see her. Everyone grabs Vicky and kindly dumps her out. At this point, she's number 16. Thank God he actually had a spot in this match, because otherwise it's just people coming in and hanging around the turnbuckles.
Up until a point a little later on, this was an absolute nothing match.
I am being very nice on a lot of the wrestlers. However, because, again, I was going to say this at the end, a lot of the wrestlers were not regulars on the roster, as you said, due to the numbers. So most of them did what they could do and then left before it got embarrassing, and it worked very well. And then Carmella came out, who was supposedly fully trained and had a sequence with Becky.
What did she do?
Well, what can I even... Yeah, how can I even describe it?
It's difficult, Matthew. Becky wanted to go for the Bexploder. Carmella, I think, was on the wrong side. So Becky turned to grab her properly so that she could do the move, but then Carmella turned also. And they did this awful waltz in the middle of the ring for about 10 seconds, and it wouldn't end, and they kept trying, and it got worse. And then after all that, they just both said, fuck it, and just walked away from each other.
And Carmella went up and just kicked Ruby Riott in the face.
Number 18, Natty Neidhart. Number 19, Kelly looks incredible.
Fuck.
She joined WWE CW when she was 19. Regular hair as opposed to her Wags look where she has this awful pudding head.
Pudding head?
What was her big spot?
Oh, well, Kelly's trademark... Beth Phoenix used to do it every match. She'd hold it and then spin her over her head. Well, Kelly added to the damage by going, This time, Michelle McCool played the role of Beth Phoenix and was not a good replacement, but she still went, and the angle was so low, everyone looked like, oh, Michelle McCool's going to give her a tombstone.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, not good.
At least she's consistent.
Ruby knocks Becky off the apron. Oh, lasted 31 minutes with no big spots.
Yeah, kind of shocked that they got rid of Becky this early.
She'd be a favourite to win.
Yeah, I really thought that she should have been in the Final Four. And I just, her new ring gear looks great as well.
Is this some kind of Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow kind of thing to it, is it?
Maybe, yeah.
Number 20 is Naomi. Number 21, Miss Jackie. Number 22, Nia Jax. Out you go, Jackie, Kelly, Ruby, and Naomi too.
May I just say, Ruby Riott took possibly the safest, nicest bump out of a Rumble I've ever seen. So she was pushed off the top rope, rolled over the top rope, landed gently on her feet, slid slowly down, took a little bump on her bum, and then just boop, off the apron to her feet. I was like, this girl has taken no damage. Kane would be proud of you, sweetheart.
And Naomi gets her own Kofi spot.
Naomi ends up on the pile of women, like on the Jimi Hendrix album cover, ends up along the barricade, balances along like it's Ninja Warrior.
Nice.
All the way along. Then she gets the really awkward section of Ninja Warrior, the Maria Menounos chair. Maria Menounos, so focused on getting a selfie video that she maybe forgets that she's supposed to shift. So Naomi has to go, move! And she obviously lightly moves. And Naomi uses the chair with wheels to make it back in the ring, using her hands in a really weird way. I've seen exercises done like that, but, well, you know. And she makes it, the crowd's like, wow, that was really cool. You worked really hard to not get eliminated. And Nia Jax immediately eliminated her.
And you're gone.
So I like that. That was a highlight of the match.
Is it kind of like a dog like that's injured and it can't use its hind legs?
Oh my fuck.
With the wheels.
Yeah.
Look what Mr. Burns did to my dog.
Number 23, Ember. It's Ember Moon. Arm wrapped up thanks to Shayna Baszler at TakeOver last night, and Jax takes her out. Number 24, it's Beth Phoenix.
Yay.
Hello. Stare down with Nia, double teams with Natty. And I was just thinking, they're like, oh, this is for Owen. Oh, and this is for Brett. This is for Stu. And this is for Owen again.
They have a Royal Rumble moment. And the two of them look at each other and then they turn around and I think they take out Nia and send her to the outside. And then as they're going, yay! Natty turns on Beth and throws her out.
Hooray!
And then Booker T inexplicably appears on commentary and goes, see, women just instinctively hate each other. And is quickly ushered away.
Number 25 is Asuka. Ember returns to have a showdown with the Empress of Tomorrow. I love how Asuka, she feigns surprise. It's like, oh, look at your arm.
It was
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Love this woman. She's amazing.
And she's also in OSW colours with her like piggy purple and blue. I was like, oh my God. Number 26 is Mickie James. Number 27, Nikki Bella, who eliminates Carmella. And number 28, Mark kind of marked out to that. It was like if Candice Michelle turned up, it would. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
All eyes on
Number 29, it's Bayley, who may be at the low point of her main roster career.
It's really sad.
No maybe about it. No fucking pop. Smackdown tag title level reaction for Bayley.
Number 30, wow. Now, I wrote wow here, but it was supposed, not wow. It was supposed to be whoa. It's time to rock and roll. It's Trish Stratus. Massive reaction. She looks amazing as well.
She looks fantastic. Very, very happy to see Trish back.
So who's left? The Bellas, Mickie, Trish, Nia Jax, Sasha, Bayley, Natty, and Asuka. Trish gives the Bellas some stratisfaction. Mickie and Trish face off. I could swear Trish, she brought it back to WrestleMania with the...
I think she actually did do it, and
I'm undecided about this because she looked at the hard cam and did V with one hand and 5 with the other, which I thought was referring to Trish Stratus's 7 title wins. I guess maybe Mickie James was supposed to go, yeah, well, I've had less than that. Oh, no, fuck you.
Yeah, lesbian pal. Nia gets Andre'd out by everyone over the top. Bayley's dumped out by Sasha. Natty gets a sharpshooter in and then a kick out as a receipt. Sasha Banks denied stratisfaction and dumped Trish out. Very heelish. Loved it. 4 remain, Asuka, Sasha and the Bellas. Banks wanted the double knees, but the Bellas chuck her out after 55 minutes, the Iron Woman tonight. Asuka starts it-kicking the Bellas. The Bellas actually spoiled that they'd come back for the Rumble on Total Divas a couple of weeks ago.
I think Rumble to Mania would be amazing. Yes. And I think Bella Twins would be even better.
Guess what else was for Total Divas? Nikki eliminates Brie.
Oh, totally.
Asuka takes Nikki out onto the outside apron and they tease her. Asuka from the ground drop kicks Nikki's legs and she jumps up and off the apron. Asuka wins the Women's Rumble in 59 minutes.
Both the front over the top rope. Asuka forward. Asuka eliminates Nikki Bella. Asuka's going to WrestleMania.
What do you think?
It was a mixed bag.
A mixed bag challenge.
It was a mixed bag challenge. I thought the first 60% of this match was pretty bad. No real spots, no real booking of any sort. And because you had none of that, the only way to pop the crowd was to bring back older wrestlers who we haven't seen in a long time. But most of these wrestlers are A, they're much older, and B, they come from a time where the women wrestlers weren't very good. So
from a land down under.
So they're even worse. So for me, it wasn't really until Nia came out, it was like 22. It was then where like it was like, oh, well, okay, they've actually booked a couple of cool things here. Asuka's showdown with Ember Moon. Beth and Nia had a pretty good spot. Trish and Mickie doing their blah blah blah, blah thing. And Sasha throwing out Bayley. Oh, and she also dumped out Trish, which is great. They had the absolute right pick for the girl to win. Asuka's awesome. She's very over. So yeah, mixed bag. But I thought that the kind of last couple of minutes made up for the boring first half.
I enjoyed this.
Bollocks.
Because of the because of the lack of 30 women, and they had to rely on the not legends, don't say legends because they're not old, they're trailblazers to come back for this. It was one part Rumble and one part Battle Royal from WrestleMania X7. You're like, oh great, leaders here. Tori Wilson, Molly Holly, and Molly Holly looked great. I thought even Dana Brooke looked good by Dana Brooke standards. And I'm usually like, pretty freaking anal about these things. The woman was like Carmella having a bit of a tiff. And Tori Wilson with her amazing Zack Werre dropkick. Well, whatever. But I enjoyed it overall. And the crowd was wild for it. Maybe I'm biased because, if the crowd were going boo or they'd left and it was a half-empty stadium, then all right, it'll be bad. And I love the botches as well. So there was something for everybody here. It was all you can eat.
Well, this helps you out. job-wise.
I mean, I was dancing, I was waltzing. It was fantastic.
I thought they forgot to book spots in the match. Like, it was just women coming out and they hang around the turnbuckle waiting until they botch. Like, I like seeing Vicky and McCool was cleaning house. That's a spot. But generally very boring until the end of it. And then you got the big post-match debut.
I'll go with that, yeah.
I was very happy that Asuka won, thought she was the rightful winner, either her or Becky, you know. But they overshadow her immediately with the champions. I have to say, I don't think the booking was up to scratch. Like, I think the men's was booked way better. And you can see that, like in NXT, Sasha and Bayley, they're amazing. And we saw Asuka and Mickie James, their takeover match, they're amazing.
That was awesome.
But the booking here is okay.
Yeah.
So they deserve better. Straight away, the Raw and SmackDown women's champions enter the ring. It's like Grandpa Simpson in the Old West. He's like, don't worry, boys. You can both marry me.
Hey!
So we're going to see who will Asuka choose for her opponent at WrestleMania. But before she can...
And Asuka with the choice and the opportunity of a lifetime. What?
Bad reputation by Joan Jett hits and rowdy Ronda Rousey comes out.
I hate that song, by the way.
It's a bit of Ready to Rumble WCW, isn't it?
Oh, God. Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's her UFC song, isn't it?
Yes.
Ronda the Piper.
45 or nothing.
That's actually literally one of Roddy Piper's jackets.
Yes, I believe it was his son gave her.
Very good. Knowing she'll only ever get one chance to point at a WrestleMania sign, by God, she takes it.
she takes the ball and she runs with it.
Tease an opponent with Asuka. Asuka slaps her hand away.
Which I liked.
Yes.
She showed no fear at all. It's good.
And then Ronda shakes hands with Stephanie. How about that? So we close the show with this massive debut to kick into WrestleMania season. Curtain down.
This is absolutely incredible!
Ronda Rousey, well impressive the lengths Ronda went to get here as a surprise. She chartered flight that day from Colombia on the set of Mile 22, went through Miami airport without her entourage. I have to say, I'm happy that her star has fallen enough for her to come to WWE for a decent stint as well. She kind of got exposed in UFC. It was like, oh, the road to WrestleMania starts now. And the first tweet response is her getting kicked in the teeth.
I saw that.
By Holly Holmes. I was like, oh, God. That's when it is. Like, her film career isn't great. She had a bit part in The Expendables.
She's a
3.
terrible actress. She is awful.
She was in Furious 7 with The Rock, and they actually have the same agent. But she's still a huge star. This is a massive success for WWE, getting wrestling, MMA, and mainstream media coverage. So I'll definitely watch whatever she does.
Yes.
It's already been worth it. With Triple H, he was caught sneaking a photo of her when she was getting an interview. You know, the entrance ramp? He actually just kind of pokes his head out and his arm out to take a photo.
It's amazing.
It's incredible. The women's division is being pushed more, but it's still only IC title level, you know? You'll have to main event pay-per-views in general if you want to get pushed up the card. So her versus female wrestler isn't a big draw. You know, her versus Asuka, I don't know. I'd hope that her and The Rock versus Stephanie and Triple H, I think that'll be massive.
Well, that's the rumor. Are they going to be able to get The Rock?
Depends, yeah. Like, when
he got hurt pretty badly in the last time he wrestled,
yeah, like
right?
torn adductors, torn abs, hernia in the first AA.
Oh my God.
But whatever you do, thumbs up, we'll watch it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then give out about it.
So yes, so this is going to be very good for them mainstream wise and all this, but again, it's done in that WWE. No one acts like this. What the fuck is wrong with you? No human being has ever... I challenge you to a fight. How do you react? Point. All right, cool. Cheers, Paul.
We're sitting here with Stephanie McMahon, and Stephanie has no idea what Ronda Rousey is doing out here, except for the fact that she's pointing at WrestleMania. Trailblazers. She won't tell you so, but she really is one of the trailblazers in this women's evolution.
Commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Stephanie. What did you think?
I was so sad because when I heard about it, it was like, oh, I'm going to tear you an corn shoot.
Jesus.
And she wasn't bad at all. Like, she was very self-aware of her limitations, so she just intermittently do a did you know fact.
Yeah.
It's like Mandy comes out, did you know Mandy can squat 300 pounds? There's actually some good stuff. I'll actually quote it out here. So Steph says, Asuka's going over the ropes. And then Sasha's like, I'm ready for Asuka. And Steph's like, Sasha says she's ready for Asuka.
Yeah.
Her insight is it's mind-blowing.
Becky's outfit means the future. And Steph's like, also it means history.
Like half of this match.
Yeah.
There was one good quip. Sasha, she's the boss. It's lonely at the top, Corey. Something you would know nothing about.
Hi-oh! Poor old Corey on this show.
Actually, one more with Corey. He says, you know what they say? If you've got a back, Sasha's got a knife. Which I think that was clever.
That's good.
Steph says, is that really what they say? What a cunt.
She's the...
I like the other bit. You're missing one out, Jay.
Go on.
There's a bit where she went just for no reason whatsoever when Tamina come out. She went, Hunter!
Excellent. There were some cool quotes from the men's rumble. I'm going to run down real quick. Lawler's, he called Sheamus Cesaro. Just there you go.
Yeah, I caught that.
It says the hurricane has been downgraded to a light drizzle.
I like it.
I used to work with JR. Hey, Corey, you should call Byron by his initials. BS.
He ripped on Byron for the whole show. Byron is fucking useless.
Matt Hardy's nuttier than squirrel poop, which is factual. And the best one, when Cena enters, he says, he's my pick to win the Rumble Royal. Pull the Hercules. Anyway, so there you go. Anyway, it's what a horrible night to have a curse. Beth Phoenix is still talking.
Oh, fuck, really?
The lights are going out. But do you have time for Raw?
Oh, God. Let's do it.
My boy Coach is back. Black don't crack. Oh my God, he looks amazing. He's replacing Booker T as the third man on commentary.
The third man?
Yes.
But whose side is he on?
Even bigger, WWE signed JB, Jeremy Borash.
Oh my God, I'm so happy with this.
Excellent. Steph takes credit for the first ever women's Elimination Chamber next month. Do you like the new red and white graphics? It's almost Persona-y.
I think it's cool. It's kind of modern and funky looking.
Yes.
Sasha does a suicide dive. The Empress of Tomorrow kicks her in the fucking teeth.
Love it.
No, it was almost literally a suicide dive. Asuka kicked her in a position because she was about to fall in a fucking heat worse than she was about to. So Asuka kicked her, then she landed on a bonk.
Excellent. What a
suicide dive. The clue's in the name.
Asuka retains her undefeated streak by making Sasha tap with an Asuka lock. The Bar retain against Titus Worldwide. And The Miz butts away the big dog, thanks to Bobo and a Gully Bully again. Ooh, the Revival hit the Shatter Machine and beat Slater and Rhino. And the Dudleys, they're going to the Hall of Fame, along with Goldberg.
Nice.
And then we have 3 men's chamber qualifying matches. Braun the Strowman beat Kane in a last man standing match and flips part of the stage onto Kane, leaving the announce team at ringside looking at a monitor on the floor.
What else can he flip? The ring.
Someone suggested that next year's Royal Rumble, Braun comes out, he's number 30, there's like 6 guys in, it's, Ray, Kane, inevitably, Roman Reigns and everybody else, and he just goes, roar, and just uplifts the ring.
That would be so amazing. I'd mark out so hard. Yes, do it.
Didn't they do the, moving ring for, Taker Kane at Mania 20 build?
Yes.
Kane was in the ring, and Taker came out, and, the ring started going, whoa!
Surfer Kane.
Surfer Kane.
Yes.
More of that, please.
Yes. Matt Hardy walks with Elias, Wyatt music distraction, and Samson qualifies. And Finney on the wing, he fights John Cena for the first time ever, kicks out of an AA, but Cena goes through. So he will be in next month's Elimination Chamber. I'd love to see that match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Those two. Be amazing. And there was a bit, that Cena, he got annoyed with the fans.
I don't know if it's him, maybe can I still go? So the crowd goes, you can still go, we love you, yeah, whatever. But coincidentally, the fans giving Cena versus Balor for the first time, I think we're just fed up. And in fairness to them, you know, sometimes look at these crowds and go, wow, what ungrateful pieces of shit. This show started with Kane getting killed via desk. And this is hour 3. I mean, you're asking a lot of these people. Not every show needs to be 3 freaking hours. Apart from that, I enjoyed Raw. I enjoyed the new graphics. I enjoyed, you know, they had all these title matches. But yeah, by hour 3, I was barely paying attention to Cena versus Balor. I don't care. It could have been Cena versus Doink the Clown. And I'd be like, all right, whatever, fucking... Come on, get him, Doink.
Cry.
Brah.
Can you give me some kind of sad sex noise, Stephen? Excellent. Very, very good.
That worked for me.
What about SmackDown?
Oh. Good question.
Sami Zayn flaps his shirt, exposing his pasty ginger tummy. What a heel.
He's great.
Oh, do you like the new animated graphics? Like the Usos are talking about the Elimination Chamber, and you get these Twitter glitter graphics that come on.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The Usos, they got battered by the Bludgeon Brothers. Carmella reminds people she still has the Money in the Bank briefcase. It would be amazing if it expired. And it's like...
If she goes until after Money in the Bank next year and she's oh, that'd be great.
Gable and Benji, they job out for Breeze. And our main event is the WrestleMania main event. AJ and Nakamura team up and they beat Kami, KO and Sami.
Yes, they do. A nothing show. You know, it's weird. It's like, if something is going to be awful, it's probably going to be on Raw. But if something big happens, it's also going to be on Raw. And Raw gets all of the talking points. And I watch SmackDown every week. It's rarely terrible, but nothing happens and there's no talking points and I just move on.
Yeah, I agree. Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin happened. Baron Corbin is now the new Ziggler, while Ziggler is a thing, isn't a thing... He couldn't even win the KFC Battle Royal in the Rumble. SmackDown's weird at the minute. There's no feuds with the women apart from Ruby Riott and her squad challenging people that they don't like, who is Charlotte. And yeah, it's just a placeholder until something kicks in. And now Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are feuding with each other by the start things, or at the start of that.
Smellness.
Which is okay, but we have no mention of the Bryan versus Shane feud.
Yeah,
so
it's weird.
It's like you can miss SmackDown. That's a thing. There's some good wrestlers on there. There's some good talent, but there's not that much going on to make you want to watch it every week. Not even Rusev becoming number 1 contender at the US title.
Now, Matthew, the big talking point.
Oh no!
What do you think of Daniel Bryan's new haircut?
Wait, explain this haircut.
It's parted in the middle.
It's good so far.
And he's got it like curtains that come down over his face.
Nice.
It's greasy as fuck.
Not even that. They did the usual shot they do every week where he's looking at his phone. And he's like, oh, okay. Well. And he had that hair down, that beard, and a shirt. If he had the helmet, he looked like the fucking safari hunter from Jumanji.
And on that bombshell, let's take it to the wrestling is
awesome. I came to play
segment.
Awesome! I will wrap my face on your dick. Oh, what the?
I'm sorry.
I'm all tape. It's like a submarine sandwich down there. You can grab it with both hands.
What so the fuck is he talking
about? You can't find me? Check on Grindr. I'll be the closest one. Oh, man.
Babe, your threats are super gay.
Well, that does it for this week, folks. Royal Rumble 2018 is on the books.
In the pocket.
Ooh, out of sight.
Excellent. Oh, next up, possibly a Brucey Bonai, and then the start of a brand new story arc. It could be anything. Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Matt, what's happening on Botchamania?
The same old fucking shit it's been since 2006. Some cunt's gonna fall over, I'm gonna put Sonic Mania music over it, and they're gonna go, Matthew, you're a genius, how do you come up with your ideas?
You're a trailblazer.
Oh, you piece of shit, Jay.
But you're too humble to admit it.
God damn it. I'm just continuing commentating for local Northeast promotions, continue being happy, Botchamania will continue, and if not, I guess it's busking for me. But I wish OSW the best. I am here if they ever decide to do or have people like me watch the shit shows. I will be there for them if they need Fastlane looking at.
Thank you, Matthew. I hope you enjoyed being on the show, and hope people listening also enjoyed said show.
I hope you enjoy me, and I won't come back unless I get 3 Best Line nominations.
Awesome.
Love you, Mr. OOC.
Steve, how's Twitch?
Twitch is great, man. Absolutely loving it. Going to start playing Shadow of the Colossus remake very soon.
Yeah.
And maybe even venture into The Last Guardian too.
Excellent. Can you plug your URL?
Yes, come watch me play live on twitch.tv/OSW review.
Excellent. And if you want to watch all of our episodes, free of charge, FOC, we're not saying fuck, and an IMAX favorite 4:3 full screen, you can at
noggeru.page OSW.
Nope.
Patreon.noggeru.com.
What's the name of our website?
OSW review.
Yes.
Come on. /Patreon.
No.
/noggeru.com.
Come on, mate.
Fucking hell.
Okay, what's just...
Come on, I want to go eat.
Okay, OSWreview.com.
OSWreview.com.
That's the one.
Oh shit, sorry, you're doing...
Just plug in the website. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were doing Patreon.
Jesus.
And if you want to buy us a pint, slip us a couple of bucks. And watch some exclusive videos and deleted scenes and other good happenings. You can at...
OSW.noggeru. Oh, no.
Yeah, go on.
Noggeru.OSW.com.
Fucking.
Don't have this written down.
Noggeru.OSWreview.com.
Noggeru.OSWreview.com.
One more, Stephen.
Noggeru.OSWreview.com.
Perfect.
First time, Matthew.
There you go.
First time, mate.
First time. Well, wow, how do you do it? And Jay Hunter, how's it pronounced?
Nogger. NAWG. Nogger. So it's a bye from everyone.
Take a boo.
Matthew,
What do I say?
you can any kind of sign off. It's fine.
Thank you very much. Go fuck yourselves.
And myself, Jay Hunter. And remember,
A winner is you.
Man, thanks so much for coming on the show, dude. That's had a great time.
It's been a happy reunion. I felt this went well. I mean, it will go well once you edit the shit out of it, which is obviously what I mean.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to cut the shit out of it, and it'll be so good.
That was...
Cut it like New Jack cutting a trainee.